morning, everyone. We are Group 4 and we are here to discuss and present the Chapter 8 Implementing Strategies, Marketing, Finance and Accounting, Research and Development, and MIS Issues. So, my name is Jana Pido and I am the first reporter of Group 4. Group 4 is consist of course, me, Jana Pido, together with Joanna Alexis Javier, Jennifer Menrial, Justin Soriano, and Hazel Erica de los Santos. Now let's talk about the chapter objectives. Here are the objectives throughout of this chapter. Explain market segmentation and product positioning as strategy implementation tools. Discuss procedures for determining the worth of a business. Explain why projected financial statement analysis is a central strategy implementation tool. Discuss the nature and rule of research and development in the strategy implementation. And last, explain how management information system can determine to the success of strategy implementation efforts. Before we get to the discussion, let me read a quotation from Peter Drucker. There is no perfect strategic decision. One always has to pay a price. One always has to balance conflicting objectives, conflicting opinions, and conflicting priorities. The best strategic decision is only an approximation and the risk. The nature of strategy implementation. Strategy implementation directly affects the lives of plant manager, division manager, department managers, and sale managers, product managers, personnel managers, staff managers, and supervisors, and all the employees. In some situations, individuals may not have participated in the strategy formulation process at all and may not participate, understand, or even accept the work and the thought that went into strategy formulation. They may even be a foot dragging or resistance on their part. Managers and employees who do not understand the business and are not committed to the business may attempt to sabotage strategy implementation efforts in hopes that the organization will return its old ways. The strategy implementation stage and the strategic management process highlighted in the figure 8 and 1. Current marketing issues. Countless marketing variables affect the success or failure of strategy implementation, and the scope of this text does not allow us to address all those issues. Some example of marketing decision that may require policies are as follows. First, to use exclusive dealership or multiple channels of distribution. Second, to use heavy, light, or no TV advertising. Third, to limit or not the share of business done with a single customer. Fourth, to be a price dealer, leader, or a price follower. Fifth, to offer a complete or limited warranty. Sixth, to salespeople based on a straight salary, straight commission, or a combination of salary and commission. And last, to advertise online or not. A marketing issue of increasing concern to customers today is the extent to which companies can track individuals' movement on the internet, even be able to identify an individual by name and email address. Individuals wandering on the internet are no longer anonymous as many persons still believe. Marketing of late has become more about building a two-way relationship with consumer than just informing consumers about the product or service. Marketers today must get their customer involved in the company website and solicit suggestions from customers in terms of product development, customer service, and ideas. The online community is bigger, cheaper, and effective than traditional focus group and surveys. Now let's move on to new principles of marketing. Today, a business or organization's website must provide clear and simple instructions for customer to set up a blog or contribute to a wiki. Customers can trust each other's opinions and more than a company marketing pitch, and the more they talk clearly, the more the firm can learn how to improve its product and service and marketing. Marketers today monitor blogs daily to determine, evaluate, and influence opinions being formed by customers. Customers must not feel like they are captive audience for advertising at a firm's website. Wells Fargo and Bank of America in 2009 began to tweet customers, meaning they posted messages of 140 characters or less on Twitter.com to describe features of bank products. Some banks are placing marketing videos on YouTube. Discover Financial, American Express, and Citigroup all now have Facebook or MySpace page. UMB, Financial of Kansas City, Missouri, tweets about everything from the bank's financial stability to the industry increased prospect. Steve Farman discovers director of e-commerce says that a feel of social networking is that it's provide pure instant communication with customers. Although the exponential increase in social network and business online has created huge opportunities for marketers, it is also has produced some severe threats. Perhaps the greatest threat is that any kind of negative publicity travels fast online. Seemingly, minor ethical and questionable action catapult these days into huge public relation problem for the companies as a result of a monumental online social and business communication. As what I said earlier, so when it comes to using social media and internet is very useful to any organization or business nowadays. But since social media and internet are used daily, so the issues can travel so fast. And listed on the table is the new principles of marketing. First, don't just talk to consumers. Work with them throughout the marketing process. Second, give consumer a reason to participate. Third, listen to and join the conversation outside your company's website. Four, resist a temptation to sell, sell, sell. Instead, attract, 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 attract. Fourth, don't control online conversations. Let it flow freely. Sixth, find the marketing technologist, a person who has three excellent skill sets: marketing, technology, and social interaction. And lastly, embrace the instant messaging and chatting.
Purpose-based marketing. Jim Stengel, the global marketing chief of Procter and Gamble, promotes the concept of purpose-based marketing as a strategy for thriving in the weak economy. He advises companies to demonstrate how their product or services can enhance customers' lives, emphasizing the need to establish trust and an emotional connection with customers through advertising. Stengel suggests that ads in such economic conditions should balance the promotion of affordability with showcasing the intrinsic value of the product or service. Coca-Cola, under the leadership of CEO Mutzer Kent, exemplifies that this approach by launching a global ad campaign in 2009 that appealed to consumers' desire for comfort and optimism. This campaign, featuring the slogan "Open Happiness," aims to counter the effective effects of the economic crisis by delivering feel-good messages and projecting products as sources of comfort and optimism. In a changing market, companies like Coca-Cola are shifting their marketing strategies to adapt to consumer sentiments and address economic challenges. This is market segmentation. So, market segmentation and product positioning are crucial elements in strategy implementation. Segmentation involves dividing a market into distinct customer subsets based on their next needs and purchasing behaviors. This concept plays a vital role in strategic management for several reasons. First is strategies like market development, product development, market penetration, and diversification. This requires the expansion of sales through new market and product. So companies have adopted various market segmentation strategies, including targeting regional tastes to cater to specific preferences within the United States. Geographic and demographic bases are commonly used to segment markets. Evaluating market segments entails understanding customer characteristic, needs, and group profiles. Segmenting Segmenting consumer markets are generally simpler than segmenting industrial market due to the diversity of application and customer group in the latter. This is the table 8.3, the marketing mix component variables. In products, ang hahanapin natin is quality, features and options, style, brand name, packaging, product time, warranty, service level, and other services. And in supplies naman, distribution, channels, distribution coverage, outlet location, sales territories, inventory levels and location, transportation carriers. And sa promotion naman, ang inaano naman ng mixed components variables ay advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and publicity. Sa price naman ay levels, discounts, and allowances, and payment and terms. So this is the table 8.4. Alternative basis for market segmentation. So sa geographic, meron siyang ipababa sa kanya, which is region. Sa region, ito yung mga Pacific, Mountain, West North Central, West South Central, East North Central, East South Central, and South Atlantic, Middle Atlantic at New England. Sa country size naman, meron siyang apat na which is A, B, C, and D. So sa city size, there are under 5,000, 5,000 to 20,000, 20,001 to 50,000, and so on. So sa density naman, there is urban, suburban, and rural. Sa climate naman, may northern out southern. So next is sa demographic. Sa demographic naman, ito yung naman yung may mga age, like under 6, 6 to 11, 12 to 19, at gender na male and female, at sa family size na 1 to 2, 3 to 4, or 5 plus. Sa family life cycle naman, young, single, young, married, no children, young married, youngest child under 6, and etc. Sa income naman, there is under $10,000, $10,001 to $15,000, $15,000 to 20,000, and so on. Sa occupation naman is professional and technical, like managers, officials, and proprietors. And sa sa craftspeople naman yung foremen, operatives, farmers, retirees, student, housewives, and unemployment. Sa education, there is grade school or less, some high school graduate, or some college, and etc. And sa religion naman, Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, Islamic, and other. Sa race naman, meron white, Asian, Hispanic, African American, and etc. Nationality naman is American, British, French, German, Italian, Latin American, Middle Eastern, and etc. So sa psychographic naman, may social class tayo at personality. So ang social class, siya yung mga lower, lower, upper middles, lower uppers, and upper uppers. Sa personality naman, may compulsive, gregarious, authoritarian, and ambitious. So sa behavior, under ng behavior is yung use occasion. Example nun is regular occasion and special occasion. Meron ding benefit thoughts. Yun naman yung quality, service, and economy. Next is user status. Yun naman yung mga non-user, ex-user, potential user, first-time user, and regular user. Sa usage rate naman, yan yung light user, medium user, and heavy user. Sa loyalty status, none, medium, strong, and absolute. Sa readiness stage, yun yung unaware, aware, informed, interested, serious, and intended to buy. At saka lastly is ang attitude toward products, enthusiastic, positive, indifferent, negative, and hostile. So this is my last report. This is product positioning. So aftermarket have been segmented so that the firm can target particular customer groups. The next step is to find out what customer wants and expect. This takes analysis and research. A severe mistake is to assume that firms knows that customer want and expect. Countless research studies reveals large differences between how customers define service and rank the importance of different services, activities, and how producers view services. Many firms has become successful by filling the gaps between what customers and producers see as a good service. What the customer believes is good service is a paramount what the producers believe service should be. Identifying target customers to focus marketing efforts on sets the stages of deciding how to meet the needs and wants of the particular customers group. Product positioning is widely used for this purpose. Positioning entails developing schematic representations that reflect how your product or services compare competitors on dimension more important to success in the industry. So, meron akong following steps na nagre-require ng sa product positioning. So, una is select 3 key criteria that effectively differentiate products or services in the industry. Second naman is diagram a two-dimensional product positioning map with specified criteria on each axis. Third is plot major competitors' product or services in the resultant four-quadrant matrix. Fourth is identify areas in the positioning map where the company's product or services should be most competitive given target market. Look for vacant areas. So last is develop a marketing plan to position the company's product or services appropriately.
Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer D. Monreal from Group 4 and I'm going to discuss about finance accounting issues and acquiring capital to implement strategies. First, the finance accounting issues. Sa aspektong ito, ang acquiring needed capital ay tumutukoy sa pagkuha ng kinakailangang pondo para sa negosyo. Ang developing projected financial statements ay nag-uugma sa pagbuo ng mga inaasahang pahayagang pinansyal para sa hinaharap. Ang preparing financial budgets na may ang pagbuo ng mga plano at alokasyon ng pinansyal. Ang evaluating the worth of a business ay pagsusuri sa kabuuang halaga ng isang kumpanya. Ilan sa mga halimbawang ng desisyon na maaaring mangailangan ng mga patakaran sa finance o accounting ay ang pagtukoy kung paano makakukuha ng pondo, pagtatansya ng kita at gastusin, pagbabudget ng mga mapagkukunan ng maayos, at pagsusuri sa kalusugan ng negosyo. Ang mga patakaran na ito ay nagtuturo sa organisasyon kung paano gumawa ng matinong mga desisyon sa pinansyal upang suportahan ang matagumpay na implementation of strategies like: first, to raise capital with short-term debt, long-term debt, preferred stock or common stock. Second, to lease or buy fixed assets. Third, to determine an appropriate dividend payout ratio. Fourth, to use LIFO or lease last in, first out, FIFO or first in, first out in a market value accounting approach. Fifth, to extend the time of accounts receivable. Sixth, to establish a certain percentage discount on accounts within a specified period of time. Seventh, to determine the amount of cash that should be kept on hand. Next, acquiring capital to implement strategies. Sa diskusyon na ito, mahalaga ang pagtukoy ng tamang halong utang sa equity sa pondo ng isang kumpanya para sa epektibong implementasyon ng kanilang mga strategies. Ang earnings per share or earnings before interest and taxes o ang tinatawag na EPS, EBIT analysis ay isang paraan ng pagsusuri kung paano makakukuha ng pondo ng pinakamabuti para sa mga planong ito. Sa pamamagitan ng EPS, EBIT analysis, nililinaw kung paano mag-aambag ang utang at equity sa kita at buwis bago ang interes. Ito ay nagbibigay ng masusing perspective kung paano maaaring maging epektibo ang paggamit ng iba't ibang sangkap ng pondo para sa mga layunin ng kumpanya. Ang ganitong analysis ay nagpapahayag kung gaano kabilis mababayaran ang utang at kung paano ito mag-aambag sa kita ng bawat bahagi ng equity. Sa ganitong paraan, ang kumpanya ay maaaring makagawa ng masusing plano para sa pag-angkop ng kanilang capital structure na siyang pundasyon para sa maayos na implementasyon ng kanilang mga strategies. Halimbawa, ang Brown Company, ipinakikita kung paano magagamit ang EPS, EBIT analysis para ihambing ang epekto ng utang at stock financing sa kita bawat bahagi sa iba't ibang mga scenarios. Sa pagtatapos, napagkasunduan na ang utang ang pinakamahusay na alternatibong pagpapautang para sa Brown Company sa iba't ibang kondisyon ng ekonomiya. Sa tulong ng EPS-EBIT analysis na ipakita kung paano makatulong ang utang at stock financing sa kita bawat bahagi sa iba't ibang sitwasyon. Ang konklusyon ay naglalaman sa alang-alang sa mga kondisyon ng ekonomiya, kung saan napagpasyahan na ang paggamit ng utang ang pinakamabuting paraan para sa Brown Company. Sa pangkalahatan, ang ganitong pagsusuri ay nagbibigay daan sa kumpanya na maunawaan kung paano masusing balansehin ang pagitan ng utang at equity para sa pinakamahusay na resulta, isang mahalagang hakbang sa pagtutok sa masigla at maayos na pangangasiwa ng kanilang pondo. Ang pagsusuring ito ay nakakatulong sa paggawa ng mga desisyon sa pondo, ngunit mahalaga ang pagtutok sa iba't ibang bahagi kasama na ang antas ng kita. Kapag pumipili sa pagitan ng stock at utang bilang mga alternatibong pinagkukunan ng pondo. Dagdag pa, kailangang maging maalalahanin sa mga institutional at legal na issue kaugnay ng desisyon sa pagitan ng utang at stock kapag ipinatupad ang mga ganitong financial strategies. Sa pamamagitan ng paglalagom ng mga aspeto ng kita at panganib, maikakalkulang kung aling uri ng pondo ang mas akma sa kasalukuyang kalagayan ng kumpanya. Bukod dito, mahalaga ring isaalang-alang ang mga aspeto ng batas at institusyon upang mapanatili at ang katiyakan at legalidad ng mga hakbang na isinasagawa sa pagpili ng pagitan ng utang at stock. Ang komprehensibong pagsusuri sa mga aspektong ito ay nagbibigay daan sa kumpanya na makagawa ng matalinong mga desisyon sa pondo na nagtutok hindi lamang sa kita kundi pati na rin sa pangmatagalang epekto at panganib ng kanilang mga piniling estratehiya.
I am Soriano Justin, and I am going to discuss the new source of funding. New source of funding is a credit unions, unlike others, didn't get into risky loans. They have a lot of money and are now giving loans, especially to small businesses. More people put money in credit unions when the stock market was not doing well. About 27% of the 8,147 US credit unions give loans to businesses. I have two examples of new source of funding. Local bakery expansion. A credit union might provide a loan to a neighborhood bakery to help them expand their space and purchase new equipment. Tech startup funding. A credit union could offer financial support to a small tech startup, allowing them to develop new products or services. So dito naman tayo sa projected financial statements. Projecting financial statements means predicting how a company's money, things like profits and expenses, will look in the future. It's like planning ahead to see what might happen if the company makes different choices. This helps the organization figure out the best actions and plans for success. And I have, for example, number one is sales forecast. predicting how much money a company expects to make from selling its products or services over a specific period. Number two is expense projections, estimating the cost the company will incur, including operating expenses, salaries, and other related costs. Pangatlo is profit and loss projection, anticipating the overall financial performance by subtracting estimated expenses from projected revenues. And last is cash flow forecast, predicting how money will move in and out of the business to ensure there's enough cash to cover operations. And dito naman tayo sa financial budgets. Financial budgets is like a plan that shows where money will come from and how it will be used during a specific time, often a year. It outlines how funds will be obtained or income and spend expenses, while annual budgets are typical and budgets can cover any time frame from as short as a day to more than 10 years. Essentially, it's a tool for organizations to map out their financial strategy and manage their resources effectively. And I have five examples. First is operating budget. Details income and expenses related to the day-to-day operations of a business, including sales, production cost, and administrative expenses. And number two is cash flow budget. Focuses on the movement of cash in and out of the business, helping to ensure that there's enough cash to cover daily operations and unexpected expenses. And number three is capital expenditure budget. Plans for significant investment, such as buying new equipment, expanding facilities, or launching new products. And number four is sales product or sales budget, projects that expected sales revenue over a specific period, providing a foundation for other budgets and planning activities. And last is expense budget, outlines anticipated cost for various businesses activities, including salaries, utilities, rent, and other operating expenses.
Hi everyone, I'm Hazel Erica de los Santos and I'm going to discuss the evaluating the worth of a business. So, ano nga ba ang evaluating the worth of a business? Ang evaluating the worth of a business is central to strategy implementation because of integrative, intensive, and diversification strategies are often implemented by acquiring other firms. The various method for determining a business worth ay nahahati sa tatlong approaches. What a firms own, what a firms earn, or what a firms will bring to the market. Evaluating the worth of a business ay nagre-requires ng both qualitative and quantitative skills. The first approaches evaluating the worth of a business is determining its net worth or stockholders' equity. Net worth is calculated by adding up the common stock additionally paid in capital and retained earnings of the business. This figure represents the financial value left over after all liabilities have been subtracted from the assets. Third approach is price earning ratio method. Na-involve dito yung dividing a company stock price by its annual earning per share and then multiplying this result by the firm's average net income over the past 5 years. This calculation ay nakakatulong para ma-assess yung company's valuation based sa earning and stock market ng performance nito. The fourth method is outstanding share method. Dito, involved yung mga multiplying the numbers of a company shares sa circulation ng market price per share and adding a premium. Yung premium is isang additional amount paid per share to gain or acquire another company, reflecting the price to be paid for or ownership or influence. So, dumako naman tayo sa research and development issue or R&D. Research and development personnel can play an integral part in strategy implementation. Kagaya ng sila yung responsible sa pagka-create and pag-enhance ng product para mag-align with the company strategy. And isa din sila sa mga tumutulong para ma-achieve yung company's goals. And yung R&D or Research and Development employees and managers, sila yung responsible for adapting and sa pagde-develop ng product to fit local market and specification. Record dito yung variety of tasks, kasama na yung adjusting processes and transferring complex technology. Sa technological improvements naman that affect consumer and industrial product and services, shorten product life cycles. Companies in virtually every industry are relying on the development of new product and services to fuel profitability and growth. Survey suggests that the most successful organization use an R&D strategy that ties external opportunity to internal strength, and it is linked with objectives well formulated at R&D policy match market opportunity with the internal capabilities. R&D policies can enhance strategy implementation efforts to Number one is emphasize product or processes improvements. Organization can focus on enhancing existing product or processes to meet and changing customer needs and preferences. Number two is stress basic or applied research. Depending on the nature of the industry and market opportunities, organization can prioritize basic or applied research. Basic research involves exploring new scientific principles and discoveries, while applied research focuses on applying existing to develop new product or processes. Three is be leader or followers in R&D. Organization can choose to be pioneers in R&D or follow the lead of industry leaders. Being a leader involves taking risks and investing heavily in R&D, while following involves adopting proven technologies and processes. Number four, develop robotics or manual type processes. Organization can decide whether to invest in robotic on manual type processes based on the nature of the product or processes and the availability of skilled of labor. Number five, spend a high average or low amount of money on R&D. Depending on the industry and market opportunity, organization can decide to allocate a high average or low amount of money on research and development. 6. Perform R&D within the firm or to contract R&D to outside firm. Organizations can choose to perform R&D in-house or outsource it to external firms. In-house R&D provides more control over the process, while outsourcing can provide access to specialized expertise and resources. 7. Use university research or private sector researchers. R&D strategy may involve collaborating with university researcher to tap into academic expertise or relying on private sector researchers for practical industry knowledge. So sa Table 8 naman gives some example of R&D activities that could be required for successful implementation of various strategy. Many US utility, energy, and automotive companies are employing their research and development department to determine how the firm can effectively reduce its gas emission. So the strategy being implemented is from a cuticle company. It's the product development which tests the effect of a drug on different subgroups. Next is the boat manufacturer implemented implemented related diversification to test the performance of various nil designed under a various condition. And then the plastic container manufacturer implemented the strategy of market penetration to develop a biodegradable container. And then we have electronic company implemented market development, which developed a telecommunication system in a foreign country. So, dito na tayo sa Management Information System or MIS issues. Dito, nadi-discuss yung significance of effective information management system in businesses. The capability to gather and analyze both internal and external information gives an upper hand to organization. The management information system is play a crucial role in determining business success and facilitate strategic management. An effective information system can utilize for cross-selling, supply monitoring, employee management, and interdivision coordination and fund management. Information is considered an organization asset that can be managed like human resources or inventory. Organization can implement a strategy based on the available information will have a competitive advantage in 21st century. A good information system can allow a firm to reduce costs. For example, the first example is direct communication between suppliers, manufacturers, marketers, and can link together elements of the value chain as though they were one organization. Firm must increasingly be concerned about computer hackers and take specific measures to secure and safeguard corporate communication, files, order, and business conduct over the internet. Affordable desktop video conferencing software allows employees to be in whether